Hello, my name is Josie, and today I will be talking about Honor Flight. What is Honor Flight? Honor Flight is an amazing opportunity for veterans to feel joy and to feel honored and to see memorials that are created just for them and their fellow heroes in Washington, D.C. So the flights run from Springfield, Missouri to Washington, D.C. It allows veterans to finally get their welcome. And by that I mean, sometimes when they would come home from war, they would be spit on, they would be judged, they would be hurt. And this finally allows them to get their welcome into America and the United States. Why did I choose Honor Flight? So my great-grandfather, who is my favorite person, was a World War II veteran. And he had the opportunity to go on one of these amazing flights with my grandma. It was one of his favorite memories of his lifetime, and he wore his shirt constantly, even to big events such as his huge anniversary party with his wife. He did pass away in January of this year, so I thought this would be a perfect way to commemorate him and to learn more about this organization that made one of my most favorite people the most happiest. So for my interview, I got the amazing opportunity to interview Mike Totten, who is the flight coordinator for Honor Flight. He went on his first flight in 2015 with his father, who is a veteran as well. He started volunteering a year later, which was actually really hard for him to start because once he came home, he said to himself that he would never, volunteer or go to VA because that's for old men and that's what old people do. And after going on that flight, he just fell in love and found such a passion to join this organization. Not long after he had started volunteering, they actually asked him to become the flight coordinator, which caught him way off guard. His hopes now for the future are to get every single veteran to Washington, D.C. to see these memorials that commemorate them. Funding. There's actually no federal or state funding, such as grants, that provide income for this organization. They hold an annual banquet at Bass Pro with raffles and auctions, and I am almost certain they allow donations at that banquet as well. They also get on the radio and talk about donating and talk about what the organization is about as a whole. Donations, which I'll get into in just a moment, and guardians, such as Mike did. He was a guardian for his father when he went, and my grandmother was also a guardian for her father when they went together. They pay $500 now. It used to not be as much, but anyone can be a guardian. You yourself can just sign up to be a guardian, and you're put on a list, and you'll be paired with a veteran who has nobody to come with. And, most of these veterans love to see the younger generation fall in love with the experience and just learn. Just learn about what it means to be a veteran and learn about what they've gone through, because honestly, a lot of veterans see the younger generation as disconnected. They see them as not understanding and not being able to look from their point of view. So it's honestly a great opportunity for the younger generation and the older generation, which are the veterans. Donations. They can be made through mail-ins, online. You can set up a subscription saying, I want to donate $20 each month, and it will just automatically come out. You can donate, like I said, through the radio station when they're on, and you can even donate at events and fundraisers such as the banquet. Flight information. They used to fly with American Airlines until 2018, but the problem is that they have to leave that plane in DC. So they pick up and fly from Springfield to DC. That plane stays at that airport all day. And then when they come back, they board the plane and go back. American Airlines just found it really hard to do this. And, they said, well, we could have that plane flying other people during those hours that they are just sitting there doing nothing. So they kind of saw it as a loss of money or a waste of time. So they honor flight switched to Sun Country. Sun Country had heard about them, and reached out and said they would love to do that and it would be no problem. And they actually are out of Minneapolis. Each flight costs about $120,000 to $140,000, and there are 3 flights per year. So that requires a lot of donation and a lot of commitment from volunteers. But their volunteers are absolutely amazing. Each flight also has trauma doctors, nurses, and EMTs on board. They take 4 buses out on the city in DC after landing. Flight requirements. You must have served in World War II, Korea, or Vietnam for now. It used to actually be when my great-grandfather went, it was World War II and Korea. They actually did not allow Vietnam vets to go yet because the population of World War II veterans was still so high. But now, since it has dwindled down, a lot of these World War II vets are passing. They have opened that up to where Vietnam veterans can go as well. And you don't have to serve in combat to go. You must be able to climb 5 stairs, pass a physical to fly from your doctor, and you must also be able to communicate. The buses stop at World War II Memorial, Navy Memorial, and they actually get lunch there. It is donated by an amazing man there that found out about the organization. Lincoln Vietnam Korea Memorial, Marine Corps Memorial, Air Force Memorial. They also drive past the Pentagon, and they also get to view changing of the guards at the Tomb of the Unknown. So I fortunately have got to go and see every single one of these memorials before I met Mike Totten. And so it was really great to just connect with him on those, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. If you ever get the chance to go to Washington, D.C., please go to these memorials and pay your respects. It is just amazing. Veterans describe this day as the best day of their lives, and that is just incredible. They just feel so honored, so loved, and so appreciated. So I'm going to leave this question here, but I also put this image, and it is of the World War II Memorial, and a man is looking through at names, and it is just such a beautiful picture. How can you honor our heroes?